we're going to be talking about society and why it needs to change. So at first, we're going to go into the accounts of money. We're going to go into talking about money first, and then we'll realize why people are kind of First of all, money is pretty much what provides around the world, as you all know. It's simple education. Now, the reason there's sayings such as the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, sayings like that. The reason being for that, because no matter what, money's always going to be a priority for everyone. Everyone wants money. The problem is competition, wars, all this stuff. All this stuff is needed for money. I don't understand why money is personally needed. I understand trading. I would recommend going back to that age and trading. No. Like gold for this.
That's
gold.
called bartering.
Yes.
Another example of bartering is trading an item for an item.
Yes. The reason being, there shouldn't be people fighting over money, in my opinion. Again, saying that comes down to another reason. Let's go on to the next subject. We're going to go back into money later, but we'll go on to the next subject for now. The next subject is jealousy. A lot of people are jealous that people can do better than some. Now, I don't think that's a personal reason to be jealous. I feel like if you work together, then everyone gets a part of that. Doesn't matter about jealousy. I'm willing to help out the people around me no matter what I have. Which I'm a little upset about. You know, I was getting frustrated because I was trying to make videos for 30 minutes and they kept going away. Like, my app didn't want to work. It wasn't the YouTube app, but it was this app. For instance, reporting videos and stuff like that. If you don't like someone, just go by. There's no personal reason to hold a grudge against someone that you don't even know. You don't know their life story. You don't know them. Therefore, that is another reason why humanity is so fucked up. That is another reason why the United States is so fucked up. You get it, because people don't like Trump. They'll go out of their way to kill him. You saw that on the news, all that bullshit. They'll go out of their way just because they don't like someone. As for instance, if you would work together with that person, maybe you could come to an agreement. Maybe this is not right. Maybe that's not right. Instead, you're focusing on killing someone and then you get killed yourself. That doesn't seem like a very... Yeah, that's not logical whatsoever. What's good, homie? I'm at work, homie. Just taking a little break. Much love. Drop the like. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks. Appreciate you stopping by, bro. But anyway, the world right now is not in the best state. As we know, Russia and Ukraine are having a war. And the United States want to bring back the draft. They also want to go out, and set themselves apart from everyone and kill innocent people when they're not even involved in that war. Now, I get it. Alliances. They are alliances, but the problem with that is an alliance is different than being part of the war. Alliance is only meant to support backup, not meant to go out and you be on the front line killing people that don't even involve. That's what I got a problem with. But if we were all congruent and the countries and nations could all work together, because there's people who can speak a whole bunch of different language that can communicate shit. Our government has it. Every government has that person who can do that. So, for any reason that this world can't work together or function properly, is because of humanity. And humanity started that way, being competitive. They were always competitive. The Greeks, the Romans, they were always, in war, doing all that shit back even then. But I don't feel as if it needs to continue that way. As you can see now, our scientific progress would not be so low. We would have had all this shit completed so long ago if we were able to work together. But again, humans are competitive. While I don't see a problem with competition, I see a problem with it getting too far. And that's where wars and shit come in. Again, going back to money. You need money to create wars. Without money, in which I don't find this logical, because there's no, it's not that. I don't find it logical because all the materials are on the planet. A planet that no one owns. No one. No one owns this planet. But yet again, we act like we do. We act like we're gods to the point the governments act like they're gods. They can judge, torment, do all that shit to people when they have no idea themselves. Half them people in the government have no idea what they're doing. As you can see, we got a president who can barely speak for himself. Barely. I mean, he falls downstairs and shit. You think that's a good person for a president? That's what our nation is. Now, I don't know very much about the whole world. I plan to travel the world, but as of now, I don't know much. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to get into things that I don't know about. Me, personally, I believe working together as one will create a whole lot more progress. And that's what we need as a society. We need progress. We don't need all that other shit. And these new people coming in, not doing shit, turning into trains, all that bullshit. That was not meant how life was supposed to be. The only reason it's like that is because we got social media. Because everyone sees, oh, this guy did it. Oh, now he's famous. I want to be like him. See, you also got to remember, working together, everybody's different. That's what makes people unique. That's what makes life great. Because we're all different. I don't feel like it's necessary for people to go in and do things just because someone else does it. But I also feel like as a community, we should respect each other, even on their choices, even on people's choices. That's their own choices. We can't help that. That has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with anyone. That being said, I miss the old days when we used to play outside until the light turned off. Yeah, see, like, I remember that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never had social media until I was in 8th grade. I think I was in 8th grade. I never had social media, never had nothing. I didn't figure out what YouTube was until I was in 10th or 11th. I didn't know any of this shit. I lived going outside, doing shit, riding bikes, being stupid, as a kid usually is. I don't understand. The days now, it's like, yeah, I grew up in this generation, but I wasn't really proactive in this generation, if you get what I'm saying. Me, it's always been, I've learned that if you respect someone, 99% of people will respect you back. It's just how it is. So if we were able to go around the world, respect each other, I hate social media, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is a pain. It's stressful, man. It's like so much bullshit. There's nothing good about it. It's it's whatever, it was made. I feel like there could be improvements. I feel like social media could still have a positive side if they improve the generalization of, like, hey, we are all different, like, and people understood that. But without the understanding of, hey, we're different, we're not gonna like the same things, people are gonna just go and talk shit and do all this other stuff. That's all that's gonna happen. And that's the problem I have with social media. Kids nowadays are on technology more than anything. It fucking sucks. America's becoming a laughing stock. We need our president back. It is true. We need someone who can revive this generation. We need someone that can actually procreate everything that we had. We need a recreation of what we had so many years ago. I mean, I wasn't born back then, but I heard it was a lot better than nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 19 years old, but I still don't agree with the way the world's going at the moment. And I bring up a lot of shit that probably does, people don't care about. Like equality. I believe in equality to an extent, except I don't believe. Here's an example. I don't believe men should go out and hit women. I believe that men should also have a choice, but women should also have a choice as well. Like voting and shit. I see nothing wrong with a woman doing voting or nothing like that. Like that old shit, not really cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that because men and women are definitely different. There's a whole bunch of differences in a man and a woman. I don't believe everything should be equal. To that extent, at least. Everything else is fine. Now, the thing is, whenever we go over to another country, sometimes it's because we don't like them people, we don't know them or understand them, so we'll get violent, because what are we going to do? Yo, what's going on, Shadow? How you doing? You know, back in my days, we didn't even have a lot of social media. I grew up outside. I didn't have a phone until I was in junior high. Yeah, that's around the time that I had a phone. I didn't start out and so these kids are getting phones in second grade. There's kindergartners with phones now. So they're already getting addicted to something that they don't need to be involved in yet. They're young as shit. They shouldn't know half the stuff that they know. You know what I'm saying? And some of it's, good to know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there's some stuff that you shouldn't know. I'm saying, like, yeah.
I don't think they heard what I said.
Yeah, there's like a limit to things, is pretty much what she said. I don't feel as a person myself who was raised like me, I don't feel as I should give a kindergartner to like sixth grade a phone. They don't need to see the world of. They need the time to grow up, have fun a little bit before they acknowledge, oh shit, yeah, this is what happens. I'm 27 now. I hate today's society. It is very bad. It's gotten to the point where things just need to be done. There's just so much stuff to talk about, and I don't even know where to begin. Like the money situations, the wars that's going on right now. We're looking for a new president. Everything right now is happening in all. And I have a feeling something's gonna break out, and the United States, for the first time, is gonna have some country come over here and involve themselves over here because we're getting too out of hand. Now that's on another topic. That was what I started out at the beginning. There's just so many things to talk about, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know everything that's going on. I don't have government documents saying this, and that. I don't have none of that bullshit. And nor do I want to, because from what I'm hearing, and what was leaked from that one dude, I don't know if you all remember this a few years ago. This guy got sent to jail because he leaked information from the government after he got out of the military. From the stuff that has been leaked from that got out to people is just crazy. It's insane. And I don't know anything about it for real. Like I just know what people told me about it. Like all that extra. Because that stuff was posted on social media. Which means no matter how hard the government tries to get rid of it, it's still gonna be there. Whether you're going on illegal sites like the dark web, all that extra bullshit. Like, people need to realize something's got to happen. Something's got to give before shit just breaks out and everyone loses it. Something's got to give. And I'm not being this to be hateful or nothing to nobody, but something's gonna break. And whenever that breaks, it's gonna be a whole lot more problems. Like, if you think World War One and World War Two was bad, now with the social media we got, they didn't have that stuff back then. So it now with the social media, things are gonna get a lot more hectic. And you think losing 100,000, 200,000, million people, we're gonna lose a lot more than just a million people. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm not cool with that. I don't think life should just be put on the line because somebody wants to get mad at someone else. Because that's all it is. They're just mad. They're upset. Their pants were hurt. They pissed their pants. To me, that ain't a good excuse. It's not right to kill people. And that's my main subject. I'm talking about, like I see conflict. Like, there's no problem with conflict. The right way to solve it is just not being done the right way. I feel like as a team, as people, as human beings, none of us are perfect. We should all work it out. But again, there's people like me who get canceled all the time because we speak out. We speak out even against the government, man. Because I don't give a shit. Like, government can say all they want. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm speaking the freedom that they gave me. I'm speaking the freedom that they gave me. But, people get their fucking feelings hurt.
And on top of that, technically doing a video like this is considered peaceful protest. And they can't charge for it.
Yeah. But either way, the things that I say on here can be
They're controversial, but they don't have a right to take it down. It's within your legal rights.
Yeah, it's not like I'm saying I'm going to go out and, I'm going to go do this, I'm threatening people or nothing. I'm just saying that shouldn't be done. I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm trying to help this country do better for itself. And I feel like social media is a big thing that needs to get gone. But the government's not going to do that because they're playing us into puppets. They want us to go on social media to get brain dead, fucking brain rot from all this stuff that's going on. Hey, all this shit, blah, blah, blah. No. Like, they just want to make us puppets. It's the same thing with my job. Now, I'm going to use my job as an example. They work this one woman. I'm not going to mention any names, do anything stupid. They work this one woman 110 hours a week. No bathroom breaks, no nothing. She didn't get nothing. It's so evil. Like, we do everything for someone and they give no respect back, which I have no problems with because I don't give a shit. My job's not important to me. But on the other hand, people's lives and people's safety and well-being, their health and their mental, a lot of
A lot of people take it for granted.
yeah,
It shouldn't be.
but the main part is, and I'm gonna say it like this: the reason why I'm angry a lot of the times is because I have been through bullying, all this other extra nonsense, and it wouldn't happen, because I stood out. I was never the one talking. I was in the back of the class all the time, keeping my mouth shut. And whenever I didn't want to do something, I just wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I've always had a right to like speak my mind and say that I don't fucking feel like it. It's that easy. You know? I don't know else how to explain it. And I'm not gonna sit here and stand here and tell you like I'm the smartest person here. I'm not really. I'm not that intelligent. I'm not gonna speak on something I don't know. And I repeat myself time and time again. I feel like the communities need to group up and combine. That way we can get more advanced. We can do this other stuff. Because people are talking about, oh, here in 100, 200,000 years, they don't even know when, this earth's going to go to shit. They don't know when. They don't even know if it's going to happen. But they're talking about it. And then they'll contradict themselves. Go over and fight someone else. Won't work on the science that they're supposed to be working on. They'll go over and kill people. That's low. Like you're talking about building another spaceship so people can go places else. Like if you all work together, we would already be out of this solar system. It's the truth. People don't like to hear it, but it's the truth. I would personally love to go to space, There's been one of my things for a while. I would love to do that. And, I'm not here to talk about what I would like to do and what I wouldn't. I'm just here to talk about what's happening around this world. I feel like could be improved. That's what I'm saying, but the government contradicts themselves every time. They say they're gonna do something, and then they go do something else. That just hurts them worse. They lose people, and then they're like, "Oh shit!" Now we're like 5 years back up. Now we can't do this for another 5 years. Well, no shit. Well, no shit. It's that easy. But anyway, this is just one of the few videos that I'm gonna do like this. I feel like I'll come back later. I gotta work tonight, so I'll probably come back. I'll say I get off at 9:15, so I'll come back around 11, 12 o'clock and start another one of these because I want to talk about some more problems instead of wars and, politics, all this other stuff. I'm not really big into politics or nothing. I'm just big into trying to help people do better for themselves. Anyway, I'm going to end this stream for a little bit. Peace out, y'all. Everyone have a good one.